Custom forms in Wix. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you about custom forms and how you can add them into your Wix's website. So for those of you who don't know what it is or why this is important, it's basically because a lot of Wix websites, when you are editing a website and if you are adding a bunch of different forms or a bunch of different contact information, then it basically tells you to upgrade your account, basically to upgrade your AdSense account. So that's why you can upload a lot of different forms. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you how you can make your own custom forms using a particular software called CMS, or Customer Management System. So it's very easy, and it's really fun. So let's just get into it. So for now, I'm over here into the template section over here, and I'm just simply going to choose a website that I want to build. So let's just go ahead and click on edit this website. I'm just going to show you how to basically use it. It's really easy, it's really fun. Wait a couple of seconds for it to load up all the options, and then we'll get to it. Okay, so I'm over here. As you can see, this is how it looks like. This is the editor. This is the website that I'm about to be adding a CMS to. But let me just show you what is a CMS and how it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So as you can see, all these different products, right? They all have the same layout. Now, the images itself might be different, the title might be different, and the price might be different, but the overall layout is exactly the same, right? You have the product with the white background, and then down below you have these small information that you would need. So this is what a CMS is. It's basically like, having the same thing multiple times, and it's really fun to use. So this is how it looks like. As you can see, the products are different, but the layout is exactly the same. This is what a CMS does. So over here, once you're over here onto this website, let me just go ahead and delete this form section over here so that we can go ahead and add our own. So if we come over here onto this part over here on the left side, we can see we have a bunch of different options. We need to have a CMS option over here, but we don't have it, and chances are you might not as well. So what you need to do is click on this plus button, and over here you will see the content manager. Simply come over here and simply click on add to site. And once you do that, wait a couple of seconds for the content manager to be added. And once it's added, it'll ask you a bunch of questions like, what type of preset do you want, or like a preset, like a template. But you can go ahead and use that as well, but for now we're going to be using a custom. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on customize, and over here we will see we have a bunch of different options, basically like a list or dynamic page or whatnot. So what is this preset? Basically that's what it is. So over here we have the name of the collection. We'll just change it to like applicants. That way whenever someone wants to apply it to our restaurant, they can go over here and apply it. So we'll just click on add to site. And there we go. Wait a couple of seconds for it to be done. Okay, so once that is done, this is how it looks like. So this is the content management. Over here, you will see once you have it, this is how it's going to look like. But before that, as you can see, we have two new pages. We have applicants title and we have applicants all. So what we need to do is we don't need this page, the applicant's title. So what we'll do is we'll delete it. Click on manage pages, and we'll go ahead and delete the title. And there we go. We have our page over here, applicants. Now what we can do is we can go over here. This is the page. As you can see, this is how the list looks like. And over here, as you can see, this is the content manager page. This is the button that it's basically going to use. But don't worry, this is invisible. It's not going to be shown on your website and stuff like that. It won't be shown. So what we can do is, let me just go ahead and delete this. We'll just change it to applicants. Apply now. Actually, we'll just say apply now, and then down below we can go ahead and unlink. Right now we don't need to connect through this. We'll just go ahead and change it because we don't want this. We'll just go ahead and delete this. We don't need this type of list. We'll be creating a simple list. We'll be creating our own custom forms. So once we've deleted that, and now that we have our content manager, we'll just go over here and we'll click on manage content, and over here we have applicants, and we'll just simply click on applicants, and over here we'll have a bunch of different fields, as you can see over here that it has shown. So what we need to do is we don't need this one, so we'll just delete these like titles. We don't need images as well, so we'll go ahead and delete that. Don't need this one, and we don't need this one. what we need is we need names. So we'll go ahead and change this field to, we'll just say names, and we'll click on save. And what we can do is we can click over here and we can make primary, and now we can delete this one. And here we go, we have one field, we have our names. What we can do next is we need to have like a email. Click on save. Next thing we need to do is actually we need to like make this email over here. Everything looks good. Okay, next thing we need to do is we need to have like a phone number. We'll add that as well, and we'll just simply click on save. And the next thing we can do is we can add another field type, and we'll call this like resume. And in this one, we'll change the field type to document so that people can upload their resume documents over here. We'll call it and we'll save it. And then the next thing that we can do is we can add another field that we'll call this one like positions. Like basically if your restaurant has different positions, like a manager or a waiter or a barista or other fields that or other options that you might have, then you can go ahead and add them. So we'll just say positions, and we'll change the field type from this one to tags, and then we'll go ahead and click on save. And the next thing that we can do is we can add like a starting date, or when they will be available to start at work. So we'll just call it starting or start date. And then for this one, we'll change the field type to date and time. We'll click on save. And then finally we have the final field. We'll just say like basically if you are available to work in that certain country. So for example, if you are in the US and you have found a restaurant, and some restaurants have like a thing where they basically ask you if you are allowed to work in the US, so you can go ahead and add that as well. It all depends upon you. So basically I think this is good. So once we've done that, we'll need to click on these three options, and we'll need to click on collection settings, and over here we'll go to additional settings, and we'll change the site content to form submissions. That way, if anyone submits or enters these forms, like when they click on submit, it'll read it as a form submission instead of a site content. So we'll click on save. Once that's done, we'll close it. And now what we can do is if we click on the add button, we'll have this new option called input. Now when we do that, we can go ahead and add our own inputs. So we'll just add this box over here, and we'll just copy this one, and then we have a bunch of different names over here. We'll just copy it and paste it, copy it. So once we've added a bunch of different things, we'll go to settings and we'll change the text over here, and you see we have the placeholder name. We'll just change it to full name, and over here we'll change this one to phone number, and we'll change this one to email, and we'll change this one to when can you start, like all the positions that we added into our content manager. So over here I've added a bunch of different things. So we have like full name, the phone number, email, resume, positions, and then we added the calendar, the date picker, when can you start. So for this one, just simply choose required, and you can change the date and day format, and add in the title, when can you start. And in the calendar settings, switch to show future dates, so that when someone applies for the position, they can only be shown today's date and the future dates, so that they can only pick those dates. And for the week starts, I chose Monday, and then I can set the active days as well. And then what we can do is we can click on here, click on input, and over here we'll just add a upload button, or we'll just add a button over here, and we'll just click on, choose whichever button we want. We'll just say we'll just add this button over here, and we'll just change the text and icon. We'll change the button to submit, and there we go. Now once we've done that, now what we can do is we just simply click on this button and we click on connect to database, and over here we can create a database. And over here we just choose the collection and choose applicant database, and we click on create, and here we go. So this is the button over here. We'll just put it over here. Remember, this is going to be invisible once the site loads up, so keep remembering that. So we connected to that database over there. Click on this one and click over here, and in the database we just simply choose phone number over here. There we go. For the email address, click on connect. Database connected to emails. And for the names as well, we'll just select over here, connected to names. And for this one, resume, connected to database, and choose, let's change the text field to, okay, so I changed this to a drop down menu. And when we click on here, we click it to connect to position over here. And now what we can do is we can change it, these options, we can manage these, choices as well. We'll just change it to whatever we want. We'll just say manager over here. We'll just say waiter over here, waiter or waitress. And over here we can change it to barista. And then we can even, delete these choices as well. And you can add other ones as well if you want to. And next, what we can do is we can add like the upload button for the resume, and we can choose this button over here, and we'll click it over here. And over here what we can do is we click on the settings and we change it to document, and over here we just say resume, and over here we just say choose file or upload file over here, upload resume over here, and show files only and stuff like that. So we'll just say required, and here we go. Once that's done, we just put this button over here as a submit button, and then we link this one as well to the database, and we change it to submit. There we go. And then we can say like a successful page or stuff like that. And once that's done, we can even add a success message or add a failure message if we want to for the confirmation that this form has been added. So that's how you basically do it. So whenever someone comes over here and chooses these settings, adds in his name and their number, email, chooses the position, uploads the resume, submits it, we will get all of the applicant's name over here into the database that we created into the forms over here. So that's how we basically add a custom forms on Wix if you want to. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections down below, and I'll be sure to answer them. If you enjoyed this video or have any questions, let me know as well. And make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications. And having said that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. And until then, take care and goodbye.